This is Narcissa Malfoy's wand. It has some small spikes, so it is kind of a shock when you first hold it, and don't grip it too tight, otherwise you will rip up your hand. But it has it's very accurate to the movie.
Very detailed.
Yeah, very detailed. Yes, very detailed. This wand was, given to Draco Malfoy, but when Harry Potter stole Draco's wand, and then destroyed by Vincent Crabbe in the Fiend Fire, which also killed Vincent Crabbe.
Then how are you holding the wand?
Magic!
Yay, magic!
This isn't really here. We're editing it in.
Well, then what are you going to play with? Which wand is your favorite wand out of all the Harry Potter wands?
So far this one, just because I like the look of it. It just looks awesome.
You like the spiky handle, huh? Let me get a close-up again.
Honestly, that's not really what I like about it.
What do you like?
I like the tipped butt.
Beautiful.
The tipped butt and how smooth it is right here.
Mm-hmm.
How it just sort of tips off. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The handle, honestly, is just a side note, you know? In most of her screen time, Narcissa never really cast a spell.
Really?
Well, she might have in the background, but those were just like dual scenes where she was just a background character. There is more of a wand movement, we just never hear a spell. Her wand movement is more of the one that I remember her for is this. More of a swish and jab. The main thing she's remembered for is telling everyone that Harry was dead when he really wasn't, so that she could get her son.
Mm-hmm. What a good mom. Evil,
yes,
but
mom.
good.
Yeah. Accio camera!
My wand case can no longer hold all of my wands, so I've decided I'm going to make a little place to put all my wands. This bar is going to be cut every 1.5 inches to make room for each of the wand. I'm going to drill a hole straight down. I was just looking for a 1x1 in the garage, and I found this old piece of wood that is actually very decorational, and it's going to hang up on the wall beautifully and hold all of the wands all the way across. I think I'll be able to get 23 wands onto this piece of wood. So here I go. The next step is to drill some holes going straight down. I'm going to be using a 5/8 inch drill bit, and I'm starting smaller than I need to. If I find I want the wands to go in a little bit further, then I'll go ahead and use a 1/2 inch drill bit. Once I got all the holes drilled, then I gave it a light sanding. For the most part, I stayed with the 3/4, and then for a few holes, I just widened the top part with the 1/2 inch. I'm really liking the way this is looking, but I can see that I'm going to have to make individual drill sizes. So I'm going to decide where I want each wand and widen some of the holes. Now, most things I like a rustic look to, and this is no different. I did a darker wood, and I did not use a smooth sanding so that we end up with some scar marks within the, the darker spots like that. But to get inside the smaller circles, I'm just going to use a Q-tip with the stain, and that way it's complete. Here's the wand rack completed. I've left some spaces here for when I get more wands. I drilled the initial holes, but we'll widen them as needed. This can either be hung up with a picture hanger wire attached to the back, or it could be drilled directly into the wall. What I have here are some holes on the back so that I can hang nails onto the wall and then hang this onto it. So this is how it's going to look when it's hung up onto the wall.
All those wands. On this side here, we've got the majority of the good guys in order that we meet them, from Harry Potter all the way to Luna Lovegood. And same thing on the bad guy side. First we meet Draco, then Narcissa, then the Death Eaters, then Voldemort, then Bellatrix.
Out of the ones that we have so far.
Yes, out of the ones that we have so far.
Okay. So that's how you make a wand holder in the simplest fashion.
Wait, what?